Alrighty, guys, and we are back. This is the finals of the novice division. Bear with me, our comments are not up as of yet. So bear with me while I try and get those back up. The internet in this room is not as good as what we'd like it to be. So giving the novice some time on the live stream. And I now have the comments back up and going. And once again, guys, if you are just tuning in, help us out, share it up. Let's give these novice guys the same viewership as what we had for the Masters. These are the up-and-comers, the future of the sport, including the juniors, those that are coming up through the ranks, deserve to have some time on the live stream as well. So, as a reminder, guys, we do want to keep all of the comments positive, please. So it's actually really, really good for the novice players to be able to come on, play on the live stream. It does give you another perspective as to the type of pressure that you'll get to deal with as you move up through the ranks and playing on the live stream and all those kinds of fun things. And looks like Andrew is back with me.
Oh, yes. I just had a million and one people come talk to me about that. About the infamous shot.
The controversy.
Okay, wow. This is, I don't know anybody on either of these teams.
And nor, excuse me, nor do I. So probably going to see a few more misses than what we did in the last match. But again, we want to give everybody fair chance, fair play to be able to play on the live stream. And like I said, guys, it is a really good learning tool to be able to play on the live stream, be able to go back, watch yourself play, see what you did right, see where you need some improvement or correction.
And
we'll do our best for that.
I am looking at the sheet, and it's a 4-person team, and it is a 16-game format.
16-game format.
Yes. This is sometimes the best matches to commentate.
Well, you know, you take a look at even the greatest of all times, Mr. Efren Reyes was well known for leaving the tournament that he was in, going to another pool room to watch amateurs play, because the creativity of an amateur exceeds actually what the creativity of a pro player is. Pro players are very robotic and very systematic in how they approach a table, whereas you look at novice players, they are very, very creative, come up with some creative things. So this is why we say it doesn't matter what skill level you are. You're always going to be able to learn sometimes what you should do, sometimes what you shouldn't do.
Well, so with that miss by the gentleman in the black shirt, that will bring up the gentleman in the salmon-colored shirt. I wish I could tell you what team either of these players played for. Unfortunately, I can't. So he looked like he did get fortunate enough to hook him on the 13. Carol, I believe the Bob Daniels 360 shaft cost, I'm going to guess, is around the $250 mark.
You are correct. You're very close. 260 Canadian dollars.
And whether they will have any for sale in Penticton, Grant would have to answer that. I have no idea.
We will. We will have them with us. If you want to do a hit check with it, all three of the Q Sports Live guys, we do play with the Bob Danielson SS360. And if you want to take it out for a test drive, we will hand you our cue. You can go take it for a test.
We could take a picture of the score sheet. I'm not sure what good that would do, though.
Yeah. Yeah. When you don't know the players, the names don't matter.
I have no idea. However, here we have the gentleman in the black shirt shooting at the 5-ball. He's made a nice shot there and has left himself a shot on the 8.
Probably going to go into the top right corner.
Very nice shot there.
Really well done. Yeah.
And that will put one of the teams up by a score of 10-5.
I'm just not sure which one.
I have no idea.
So I think with this match, guys, what we'll do is instead of trying to do it like we did with the Masters where we knew the guys, we'll just kind of do a score check throughout the match. Keep you updated.
I have a wonderful lady here who's keeping score for one of the teams sitting right beside me, so I'll just get her to pass me the score sheet every once in a while, and maybe we'll be able to figure this out. So it looks like that was almost an ERO that had the win there.
And John, to answer your question, the new Thumper jump break cue, if you do want one, send a message to the page. We'll get back to you next week with how we can make that happen. So very, very similar case to what happens with the BK Rush and any other popular cue. It is going to go on a little bit of a waiting list, but we can go over all of that. Just message the page and let us know you're interested in that Thumper jump break cue. It is the butt end that is made by Jacoby. You cannot buy it from Jacoby. Very important note. You cannot get that T3 from Jacoby. They only make the butt. We do have special deals with that T3 through Q Sports Live. So if you are looking, this is where you can get it. Just send a message to the page and we'll get back to you.
And yeah, I think what I'll do is just every 2 or 3 games or so, I'll just grab a score sheet and try to update the score as best as I can for you.
Absolutely. So a little bit of work to do on this here table. Wayne Ryan is done. He is on his way back to Calgary. He had a doubleheader tonight for league. Ben is still playing. His team is on the hot seat, or in the hot seat, in the Masters division. They are waiting for an opponent.
Thanks for the info, David. I'm sure I'll forget that though
without a doubt.
In about 3 minutes.
Yeah. So we're just going to commentate on kind of more the shots as opposed to what each player should do, what team they're from, so on and so forth.
Whoa.
Okay, it's a little unfortunate there.
So, green shirt with a scratch in the corner. It's going to bring Ponytail up with ball in hand.
Yeah. And we mean absolutely no disrespect with this guys. It's simply the fact we don't know names.
So it is his choice with ball in hand.
Yes, Barb, these are novice teams. It is the finals of the novice.
Finals, yes.
The final.
So obviously not as much room as he thought for that 11 ball. So this table is still open.
And it is looking good for highball here. Everything has a home, and this is part of the learning process in controlling that cue ball. Everything has a home. There's no need to break anything out. Control that cue ball, play a little bit of shape, and you'll be able to run the rack.
Nice little roll forward from green shirt.
Yeah, because I'm sure that 11 will pass that 2 ball into the top right-hand corner there. I know it's close, for sure.
I'm going to say it does not pass.
Yeah, we're learning new commentary skills, yeah.
Absolutely. Actually, we can call this guy Spike. That's what it says on the back of his shirt. Ooh, hit that a little bit thick. So with the balls established, this guy will be shooting solids. And that did not quite pass. But he did manage to get a fairly decent leave here. Hey, Brad, Mr. First Time Viewer, thanks for tuning in. We just ask everybody to hit that share button at the bottom left-hand corner of the screen.
Unfortunately, Brad Haydu is not a first-time viewer.
Oh.
I have seen his name numerous times. Welcome back, though, Brad.
Good shot there on the one. Not sure if he's come far enough over if he can shoot that 7 or not, but it looks like he has called the 7. Divisions are determined based on a particular division that you played during league play. So, for instance, from Edmonton here, we do have regular Vegas division, Super Vegas, Premier, Super Premier, Open. So the level that you play in league will determine what level you're eligible to play in the Westerns. They do also go off of past Western performances, as well as in the odd case they will go by known ability. So these guys here playing in the final for novice next year, they will not be eligible to play in novice any longer. They will have to play one level up in intermediate.
Which I think is the correct way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. There are, of course, the odd case where somebody might be eligible to play in a lower division, even though their skill level will allow them to play in a higher division, but everybody has to work their way up from the bottom to the top.
Yep.
Once you place a certain spot or win money in one of the divisions, they will bump you up the next year, so on and so on and so on. Oh, and he did call that. A little bit unlucky with his leave. Hey, Mike, thanks for tuning in, and thanks for sharing in Missouri. He has called a safety here. I'm not sure if he'll be able to squeeze that cue ball in behind the 5. Oh, very excellent shot. Very nice safety. And this is going to be probably a tough hit.
Hey, Mike, thanks for sharing. Sharing is caring, as Todd Metzmeyer always says.
Yeah, Diamond, that was a really good shot. Looks looks like he's going to have to come off the short rail. I don't think he's got enough to go by that 3 to actually hit the 11, but he might have enough to come one rail down and... Oh, he can go that way. Looked like he was trying 2 rails to go for the duck.
Thanks for tuning in from New York there, Brian. So while we're watching the novice guys play, guys, we will say and give a shout out to one of our quick sponsors here, the Mike Burton home team, Remax Realty Professionals out of Calgary, Alberta, and surrounding areas. If you are in the market to either buy or sell, give them a call. They are the best in the business. Not only are they real estate professionals, they are also pool players. They made their appearance here as Team Spain Ola at this event. And definitely one of the ways in which we are able to bring you the live stream is through our sponsors. So make sure you go on, whether you're there or not in that industry. Go on to their media pages, be it on their Facebook page or their internet page. We'll let them know you appreciate everything they're doing for us here at Q Sports Live. That's what allows us to bring you the free streams. They also have a free draw for, I believe it's an OB Rift breaking cue. I will put that link in the subject line in the comments.
This is the novice team final. I do believe the Masters division is going to be streamed once again.
It will be. We'll have the finals on it.
And if you are in a division, normally the only time you do move up another division is when you win money. Or if you win a
Make
trip,
the cutoff or whatever.
win a trip in your league and move up a division.
So there is the link, guys, if you are interested in entering that draw for the free queue. That is provided once again by the Mike Burton home team. Follow that link or copy and paste that into your internet browser. Follow the link, fill out the information. You will be entered. I believe that draw is going to happen tomorrow. Once again, that is for an OB Rift breaking queue.
Okay, we'll scoot over to the other table here. I did update the scores for you there. Again, that's going to have to be something I do just kind of every other game or so. Yeah, there's a bunch of different factors that determine what division you play in, or if you get moved up.
You know, what you've played in or what you've accomplished before as a pool player will come into play.
So he does have a little bit of work here with the solids.
Yeah, we're a little bit of a distance. We're a hop, skip, and a jump from Illinois.
Oh, I didn't check my roll up the rim on my cup.
Andrew, how do you not check your roll-up?
I'm a McDonald's guy, so
that is totally not a Canadian thing to do.
I don't normally go to Tim Hortons. I forgot about roll up the rim, though. You have another coffee?
I do, yeah.
Well, what the hell?
Everybody knows that I have a slight Tim Hortons addiction.
What isn't? If anybody's in the room and they're listening, I need a coffee too.
I don't know if you'd like mine. I'm a triple guy.
I used to be triple. Or anybody out there listening, I also commentate for beer. So feel free to swing by the
Beers.
stream tables and hook a guy up.
Oh, sorry about that, Sean. I thought that was for us.
All right, so we have Mr. Green Shirt still at the table. And
might get the good side of that.
Oh,
he might have left the 11 on.
Might have left the 11, yeah.
11 up to the, or I guess down to the bottom left as we look at that.
Down to the bottom left, yeah.
This started on Thursday evening. So ran Thursday evening, all day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and now all day today, being a holiday, family day. And what better way to spend a holiday called Family Day than watching Q Sports Live and your pool family.
There you go. Very nice shot. Ran that 11 down in the corner. Left himself fairly straight on this 10 ball. Maybe the 12 ball.
I think it is the 10. I think the 12 is down by the 14 ball.
A little hard to see with the reflection of the light.
It really is, yeah. So that'll leave 9 into the bottom left. And just a slight draw off the end rail, potentially, for the 13 to the top right. And again, same type of thing here. He's got an open table. Nothing really needs to be broken out. That will also work.
I'm guessing so, John. Anybody that has questions in regards to the thumpers, just send a message to the Q Sports Live Facebook page or a private message to Grant or Ryan. And they'll be able to answer any other questions about those.
Yeah, just message the Q Sports Live Facebook page. We do have special deals on those, as well as the Jacoby Black Shaft. They're new carbon fiber, but they are running into the same type of things that you saw with the BK Rush, where they are really popular. They are very much in demand. However, we do have a couple of special deals on each one of those, the Thumper or the Jacoby Black Shaft. But just message the Q Sports Live page if you do want one of those, and we'll kind of let you know what the deal is with them.
Yes, Tony, that was probably loudmouth Joanne cheering. Looks like they're playing just kind of on the tables beside here.
Hey, thanks, Sean. We appreciate it. Is this the finals? This is the finals of the novice division. So there is still the Masters finals to come.
Yes. Very nice shot there.
Does the 14 clear into that top right-hand corner?
Or has he left himself enough of the 12 ball? Very nice shot.
Yeah, well done.
Oh, you know what? He's left himself a little bit on the rail, but
just a nice smooth stroke on this shot.
All he's got to do is pot that ball, and he'll have a shot on the.
So the mental side of this shot is just concentrate on the shot. There's really nothing you have to do with the cue ball. Pretty much automatic shape for the 8.
Being jacked up does make it a little bit harder for a novice player.
It does.
That, of course, being the result.
And those will get easier and easier to accomplish and pull off when you move up the ranks. And the more that you do it, the easier it becomes, as with anything in life.
Even with more experience, he'll maybe learn even that he won't need to jack up next time. All he's got to do is simply pot the ball and take the little bit tougher cut on the 8 ball.
Indeed. Edward checking in from Phoenix. Ben and I will be in Phoenix this coming weekend. We're checking out of here Thursday morning. We'll go live Thursday evening with a charity event in Phoenix at Bull Shooters, Phoenix, Arizona. And that'll be for a Tier 2 Ladies NAPT event.
Oh.
That will run Friday all day, Saturday all day, Sunday all day. And then I leave Phoenix, get on a plane Monday, and fly direct to Penticton for the CCS BC Championships. I'll meet Ryan there. Ben will be heading home. He's got his son that weekend.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Look out.
Excellent shot.
That will work.
So while Grant's gallivanting all over the world, I'll be here in Edmonton working.
I could have went somewhere with that, but I'll leave it alone.
That's all right. Steffi and I are still waiting for our call to go to the Bahamas shootout or whatever it was.
Yeah.
We're still waiting. We volunteered to go to that one when the time comes.
Well, we were contacted by guys in not only the Bahamas but Jamaica. We've had St. Lucia. We've had Dominican Republic.
Yes.
All kinds of warm and toasty places. Stan, thanks for Thanks for tuning in from Castlegar, BC.
Thank you.
And good to see the numbers up there, guys. Let's see if we can help out. Share the stream. Share that to any of the pool groups that you are members of.
Absolutely.
Invite any of your friends, family. Let's get some viewers up for the novice guys here. It is the finals.
This is the final.
Obviously, they know how to hold a cue. They're doing okay. There is our postmaster, David, our link master. I'll pin that at the bottom of the bottom of the comments there. So all of the draw sheets are available on CompuSport. Follow that link. And I'm actually going to take that and unpin that one. And I will pin up this one. So the pinned comment now is for the free Q draw.
Mark, I do believe the men's Masters final will be streamed. Bill, I'm not even sure if it's the women's Master final that I'm looking at across the room here, but somebody had requested that the novice team final be put on the stream table, and
we obliged.
Absolutely able to accommodate that. It's nice to give each division some stream time. So
yeah, you got to show them a little love too.
Absolutely.
And Johnny, yeah, I would say we will definitely be streaming the Masters finals.
You have an option to either spot it and keep shooting or re-rack. He did make the 8-ball on the break there, so in these particular rules, he does have an option to spot it and keep shooting or re-rack and break again. He has opted to re-break.
Not sure that I would have chosen that in that scenario. With a nice wide open table like that.
My first option is to always continue shooting if the table warrants it.
Yeah.
Simply because you've made a ball and you get to keep shooting.
Yep.
Now he might break, not make anything, and give up the table. So.
Yep. Well, and you can break wide open and give up the table too.
Absolutely.
Right. So in that given scenario, if the gentleman that is choosing to re-rack this goes back and watches, I might have chosen the other way, just as a different perspective for you. You do get to continue shooting. And with an open table, even though the 8 gets spotted, I'm going to prefer to shoot as opposed to break again.
Absolutely. Yeah, Johnny, the table looked like a good spread. I'll be honest, I wasn't really paying attention to actually what he had to shoot if he spotted the 8. I didn't really look at the table that closely. I just advised him of his options. Yep. I'm not even sure if he had a good first shot or not. So.
Yeah. And Sean, that's kind of what makes Q Sports Live maybe a little bit different than some of the other streaming companies out there. We absolutely enjoy interacting with our viewers. We feel that it's our job to bring you from wherever you are, be it in Alberta or anywhere across the world. We want to take you from where you are and bring you into our living room.
Yep.
Get comfortable, sit back, relax, watch some pool.
Watch some pool. See, so again, like I was just saying, he did opt to re-break, and now he's scratched and
Giving up an open table.
given up the table to his opponent.
Yeah. I am pretty sure Val would want to go on all the hot tours, but so far we haven't been able to work any of those out. But we were contacted by a few guys, some of them in Punta Cana, some in Jamaica, some in St. Lucia. But those are going to be expensive tournaments to bring Q Sports Live out to. So whether they have it planned in the future or not, I have no idea. But they did contact us. They did inquire what it would take to get us there.
Left himself pretty frozen to that stripe.
Yeah. So, and Paul, you're quite correct. 8-ball on a break is usually a win if you're playing in a bar rule scenario. However, when you're playing in competitive pool, especially with a VNEA, because it is a points-based system, in order for you to claim points, each of the solids or stripes is worth 1 point. The 8 is worth 3. And in order to accumulate those points, you need to be able to either run out the solids or the stripes to get to the 8.
Yes.
So it would give you a maximum point count of 10 points per game. So when you are running on a points-based system, generally speaking, you will see where the 8 off the break does not constitute a win.
Chris, Q Sports Live will do pretty much any tournament that will have them. They don't do this solely for the Western Canadian VNEA. They do.
We have a truck. We will travel.
Anything.
If we can't drive there, we'll fly there. We've been in the States numerous times. We're heading down to Phoenix this next weekend. That'll be for an NAPT event. I can kind of hint that with the VNEA, there perhaps might be an event in Vegas that we're waiting to hear back on for us to go down and do.
There may or may not be the VNEA World Championships running from May 23rd to June 2nd. May or may not be a tournament. I'm not sure.
And we may or may not have already been in contact with them, and we are waiting on a reply back.
And they may or may not be there.
Yeah. I can tell you that we are there without question for the ACS Vegas Championships in Vegas.
That'll be perfect because I'll be at the VNEA playing. So any chance I get, I'll be able to maybe come and jump on the microphone.
Absolutely. Edward, I don't know whether Bull Shooters is advertising it or not. It is a full tournament. That field has been full for over a month now. Full-on players, 64 ladies. It is Tier 2. But I know that NAPT has advertised it. Whether Bull Shooters is or isn't, that I'm not sure about. And Chris, yeah, we're kind of all over the place. So all over Canada, all over the States. Would love to expand from there to some of those hotter locations.
I think Grant is it the APA?
The only one that we've done for the APA thus far is the APA CPA border battle in Niagara Falls, and I believe we went down and did the APA Texas State Championships.
What is the one you're confirmed for Vegas?
ACS.
Oh, ACS.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I got confused there.
Yeah. So, Barbara, if you want us, excuse me, if you want us for APA Nationals in Vegas, get a hold of us on our Facebook page. That's Q Sports Live on Facebook. Send us a message with all the details. We'll get back to you with what it would entail for us to come down and get that done for you. But we do travel everywhere.
Yes.
So last year we were in Vegas at Griff's, we were in Chicago, we were in Moncton, we were in PEI, we were in Miles City, Montana. We were absolutely all over the map.
All over the place.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, Lonnie. It's one of the things that I think makes Q Sports Live perhaps a little bit different than some of the other streams. We enjoy the interaction with our viewing audience. We do pay attention to all the comments, so if you do have questions, by all means ask away. That's what keeps it interesting for us. It's not just about commentating on pool all the time. Sometimes we go off on little tangents. We do our own thing on the live stream. But it is one of the things that we want to be is interactive with our viewing audience. Without you guys tuning in, at the end of the day, it would be Andrew and I sitting here talking to ourselves.
Yes.
Which really isn't as fun. As entertaining as what Andrew is most of the time.
I may or may not have done some commentating with a couple of adult beverages in me, which I'm not going to lie, I'm a riot.
Yeah.
But we try to keep you entertained, but at the same time, you guys need to keep us entertained.
Well,
so.
It kind of works hand in hand.
Yes.
Yeah, it would be very, very awesome if we go down and do it. So the way that happens, guys, if you want us down at a specific event, whether you have connections or pull with them or not, is message that charter and say, hey, you guys need to have Q Sports Live down there covering it. Give them all the reasons that you want. That's exactly how we got doing the CCS Niagara Falls event. We were covering the local ones here in Alberta, and it was the viewers that got a hold of Ted and said, hey, we want Q Sports Live in CCS Niagara Falls.
Yep.
And so with all those messages he received, he decided he would give it a shot, and that was last year, and we are now confirmed again for this year. Gordker, Nookie Cookies. That was a stream that was done about a year ago, maybe a little less, but that is definitely in the archives. There's about 1,500 different streams available to view in our archives on our Facebook page. Yeah, Rob, man, we really enjoyed being there. Charlottetown, PEI, amazing time.
Sold, Lonnie. Sold. I'll take it.
Ben is still playing. I would assume he's gone off to eat some lunch or dinner or whatever he wants to do. They are sitting in the hot seat in the men's masters division.
Ooh, a little bit of an overcut there.
Yep, we will take it, Lonnie.
Looks like I'm not sure if he can get on that 10 ball or not.
Is that the 10 or the 14?
Well, he can shoot the 15, but even if he comes over...
So I'm going to actually give the guy in the hat here a little bit of advice. This is one of the things that as you get older, as you get better in the sport, stay down in your shot. So you see him pop up.
Oh, there you go.
A little bit of friendly advice, a little bit of coaching lessons. If you go back and watch this, my advice to you is stay down in the shot.
So, I'm wondering if he's going to jack up again or if... No, it looks like he's just going to try to pot it. And
nice shot.
Very good shot.
Yeah, really well done. So that's my only advice. And again, guys, it comes across from a friendly, positive standpoint. I'm not picking on him. Just some friendly advice. When you're shooting, stay down in your shot. That'll actually help you pot better when you when you stay down.
Absolutely.
That'll straighten out the stroke.
We'll jump you guys over to the other table here. Yes, Paul, it is.
That is Bev Ashton
Oh, sorry.
and Joanne.
No, that's
They're both
Joanne.
at the table.
Oh, I was just. They're both standing right there.
Yeah.
You are correct.
It is a twin takeover.
You're like, that's Bev. I'm like, no, that's Joanne. And then I looked over, and Bev was there shooting as well. So
Yeah. That is both the twins. And Jana Montour is also out
Jana
playing.
Montour is at the table now.
So for those that don't know, Jana had taken a little bit of a break from pool, but a very, very, very accomplished
Yes.
female player.
Good shot there. Looks like he is able to play the one ball.
And I only have 5% left on my phone. So
Very nice
I
shot there.
Plug that guy in. Hopefully it'll charge up.
I'd like to see him roll forward.
Yeah, absolutely, Fred. So the other advice that I'll give you, so I'm not sure the caliber of viewers that we have on right now, but I'm going to give you a little other thing here that you can do. And it's popping up right now. It's the Sure Shot Billiard site. We do have them here. If you are viewing from the States, every caliber of player from the Masters level right on down, this should be in your cue case. It is a genius little device. This will also help you aim when you are kind of in the beginning stages of learning how to play pool. The other advantage that it gives you is will give you real-time feedback on whether you're twisting your wrist and whether your stroke is straight. Value-wise, if you're in Canada, you're better off ordering those through Q Sports Live. They cost a whole $25. And in the States, just go on to the Sure Shot Billiard site and use discount code CSL Pool, all capital letters. And you'll be able to get the discount that will give you roughly the same price.
Dustin, I'm not going to say what it says on the back of his shirt, but I'm guessing it's some form of nickname his team has given him. I'm not sure why he has that name on the back of his shirt, but it rhymes with pink, it rhymes with mink, it rhymes with link.
And that's as far as we need to go there.
Yeah. Well, from this angle, it looks like the 11 does go by the 8 into the top left, so he's going to have to get rid of that 4. No.
10 ball.
Get rid of that 10 ball first.
That is the smart shot right there. And he actually went for a little bit of a rub breakout. That will also work.
Yeah.
However, a little more friendly advice. When a ball goes to a pocket, it's much easier to shape that ball and less risky to play shape and be able to pocket that ball as opposed to trying to break it out, because sometimes those breakouts don't work out the way you want them to.
I do honestly think he was just trying to come in between to be able to shoot the 11, and he just had the wrong angle and ran into him, but it might work. I'm not sure if he's left himself
14.
The 14 there. He has not. I think he might have called a safety.
I think so too. Chip off the 15, hide behind the 14. Smart shot, just watch that 8 ball.
Looks like he's hit that fairly
He's
good.
hit that perfect.
Excellent safety. No barb, it's not oink, but it looks like oink on his shirt. I will get this score updated here for you guys. And we are in game. Game 8 and 9 currently. This is a 16-game format. This is only 4-man teams. Tried a little swervy for the 7. Didn't quite work out for him.
Game format.
Yeah, 16-game, Blaine.
So once again, it is the finals of the novice division. 16-game format. Still no handicaps. Everybody races to the same.
Good shot there. This guy's
used the whole pocket, but it got there.
Just watching this gentleman's fundamentals here, he looks like he would probably be at the top of the novice division if I were to venture a guess.
I would have to agree with you there.
Excellent shot.
Well done.
You're welcome, Blaine.
So depositing the 8 ball to the top left-hand corner.
Again, deciding to jack up when I don't think there's any need to jack up, but
no, I agree.
That's what he's comfortable with. So
yeah, well, he put it in the heart of the pocket.
And it looks like both tables games have finished, so we might as well just stay on this one and.
We'll give a shout out to maybe one of our sponsors, Jacoby Custom Cues, guys. They are one of the newer sponsors for Q Sports Live. If you haven't done so already, go onto their Facebook page, click the like button there, send them a note that you did see them here on Q Sports Live. And again, if you are looking for the new Jacoby Black Shaft, which is their carbon fiber, send us a message on the Q Sports Live Facebook page. We'll get back to you. We do have a special deal going with those.
I'll start from the top. Todd, Ben's team consists of Ben Francis, Joe Spence, Stephen Holm, Eric Vargas, and John Payon Popompe. Kevin, the payout, we'll check real quick here. I'll get Grant to flip to the other screen so we can look at that. And AJ, if I knew what TRS ranking was, I'd be able to tell you. I don't know what the TRS ranking is.
And Kevin, are you asking payout in the Masters or payout in this division? How much is the Jacoby Black? I can tell you through Predator, or through Jacoby, it is $475 USD. However, plus shipping and handling, plus shipping. We do have special deals, however, through Q Sports Live. If, again, you're looking to get one of those shafts, just message us on the page. We'll get back to you throughout the week once we're done this broadcast, and we'll let you know what we can do and how we can make it happen.
So third place in the novice division was 1,500. And we'll just check to see what we have. Second place will be taking home 2,200. First place will be taking home 3,000.
They are playing for 800 smackers.
This match is an $800 match, yes. And I will get the score updated here for you again. We are on games 10 and 11. This is a 15-game format, so Piston Broke going to have to make a little bit of a comeback here in order to stay in this match. Oh, well, I don't know anything about that handicap system, unfortunately, so...
It almost sounds like the same as an APA handicap. So instead of the APA system uses a numbered ranking depending on whatever variables they have. This is kind of something similar, but instead of saying you're a 7, you're an intermediate player,
Right.
or a novice, or advanced, or masters.
So, AJ, just based on that, those numbers that you're giving me, I would say that the novice division here would likely be maybe 4s and 5s.
Yep.
If I were to take a guess.
Hits a nice shot there. This will let him pocket this one ball, and if he can maintain his shape, should have the 4 in the side. I don't know if the 6 ball passes the 13. I don't know if the 13 is hampering that 6 from going to the top left.
Well, from here, it doesn't look like it does, but
I can't tell if there's space between there or whether they're married up.
I'm still a little curious as to even if it does go what he plans on doing with the 8 ball, but yeah, no problem, Paul. Hopefully we can answer everyone's questions.
That's kind of what makes it fun and interesting for us. Otherwise, it's just Andrew and I sitting here talking to ourselves.
And if I don't know the answers, we'll just BS our way through them.
Well, if we don't know them, we'll make one up
until somebody corrects us.
That's right. We're good at that.
Well, nice shot on the 4 there.
Yeah. Issue is going to be the 8 ball here.
You know, I don't think that 6 ball passes. Hey, no problem, AJ. Yeah, it was close, but I don't think it passed. It's going to open up the table a little bit, but he will still have to deal with that 15 ball. Or 14 ball that's tied up with the 8.
What is going on with our camera, and why does it keep shaking?
We got a little bit... is that your foot shaking the camera? I'm not going to get too mad at her, though, because that's my scorekeeper, so... Wow. Wow.
The banter's always a plus, yeah. Andrew and I can banter back and forth at each other for sure.
Oh, great shot in the side pocket. I wasn't sure if he had that. He looks like he has a bank corner too.
He does. We are confirmed for ACS in Vegas. There might be another one that may or may not be confirmed as of yet.
What are the dates for ACS?
You know what? I'm not sure. We were just kind of given confirmation before we came up here, so I really haven't dove too much into it.
What is my comfort zone, and how much do you play for? Todd, I've been playing pool for quite a few years. I've never been a money player. I'll play tournaments. You know, for whatever reason, it's just never been my thing to play for money. So.
And I'm kind of the same way. I'm not a big money game guy. I do pretty much the same as you do. Play league, play a few tournaments here and there. If I do play for money, It's with somebody I know that we can just play. It's not about the
Yeah.
money, and it's cheap. $20 sets. I tend to not play big money sets. It's just not in my wheelhouse.
I just don't really. I was at Top Shots, a couple months ago, and I got suckered into playing in a Scotch doubles match, and they wanted to play $10 a head. I didn't even want to play that because I'm just not, for some reason, I'm just not a money player.
Yeah.
Never have been.
My thing is it's really not about the money. It's more about what can happen, and you tend to maybe play the wrong guys, or there's tempers that get flared up. I'd rather keep a friendship than play a guy for
Yeah.
$20 and lose a friendship over $20.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm no
I've seen it happen too many times.
I'm no Stephen Holm, but I can hold my own on a pool table though. I'll always have a game with you, Todd, if you're ever around.
Just a little outside. And so leaves the table fairly open. So 15 up to the corner. Then I'm going to take the 10 ball to the top left-hand corner, stop shot, 13 to the right side. Roll up a little bit, leave myself a little angle on the 14. 14 to the top right hand and out, and play last pocket with the 8 ball. That is my pattern out. Could even play 15 in the side there, but
Yeah, that's not.
not the comfort level.
I like simply just putting the 15 up in the corner. You could roll forward. You could even play the 13 after that.
Yeah, the reason why I like this, the lower left-hand pocket here, it's a little bit bigger of a pocket.
Absolutely.
When you go into those side pockets, they tend to shrink up.
Just like that.
That's how it's done. So with the angle that he's left himself here, I would be changing my pattern at this point. I'm going to take the 13 ball.
I would probably definitely shoot the 13 ball as well. Oh,
He hit it good.
just missed that 13.
So here's just a pocket weight shot for me. Play that into the top right-hand corner. Just come off the rail for the 13 to the left-hand side
13
pocket.
in the side, yep.
I don't have any info on what score
Is-
they're at. They're
is
tables
it-
away from us.
Where is it going on?
Yep, it's right there.
Oh, right there.
They are 3 matches or 3 tables away from us, so our headsets don't reach that far.
Unfortunately not. Todd, I don't even think you could pay me to play one pocket.
Yeah.
I've played it a couple of times and it's just not it's just not my speed.
I would count that on less than one hand as to how many times I've played one pocket.
It's just not my speed.
So if it was me shooting this 8 ball, I'm going off the end rail first, and the 8 ball, and making sure I get contact on the 8 ball. Don't necessarily care whether I make it or not. I just want contact on the 8 ball, bring the cue ball back up table.
Well, I think playing it to just miss the 13, it almost looks like the 8 ball is not missable, but again, keeping in
I've
mind,
seen strange things happen.
and these are novice division players, so
Any championships like this in Calgary this year? Yes. Not to quite the same size as what this is. This involves a few charters from all over Canada. But yes, there are things like this in Calgary. You've got CCS that has their championships in Calgary. You've got SML in Calgary that have championships like this.
so my short answer to that was, who cares? It's Calgary. And Todd, no, I'm not that young, actually.
Did you see that?
I did.
He
Excellent
long rail
shot.
kicked that.
Excellent shot.
He long rail kicked that shot.
Yes. Oh, there's two more
That
games.
was a nice shot.
2 more games finished, so I will get an update on the score once she's done filling that in. I'm 42 years young, Todd.
I'm a touch older than that, but we don't need to really get into that.
Wow, one pocket on a 7-foot would be I think that would be a tough game.
That
actually.
is challenging.
That would be a really tough game.
Yeah. You need a little bit of space in one pocket to work. Be able to get the job done.
I think we're getting down to about the last game in the third round.
It is the last game, I believe, of the third round. We're heading into round number 4, I believe.
So we'll be going on to
12-13.
games 12 and 13 in the 16-game format. And again, they're looking at about that 20-point lead still. So
I would have to agree with you, Mike. That is going to be the shot of the match.
I'm surprised he went long rail. I mean,
Yeah.
it looked pretty simple to go off the rail behind the 13, but again, we
Yeah.
can't really see the angle. Maybe there was something that.
Well, and I mean, again, with the mentality, and again, don't take this the wrong way, guys. With the mentality of novice players,
Yeah.
sometimes they don't see those type of shots. So that could be it, or it could be the fact that it just wasn't on.
Yeah.
Depending on the angle. And so he chose to go long rail and put it in the heart. And if
I
you're
mean,
going to do that, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, if it would have involved maybe swerving it a little bit around the 13 with some big outside spin, somebody at a higher caliber would just absolutely bend down and just shoot that, no problem. But maybe he felt the long rail kick was the shot for him.
Yeah, and it was a safer shot. And again, you'll start to recognize those types of shots and pattern play and so on and so forth. The more you kind of move up the rank as far as skill level is concerned. Also helps to watch the live stream.
Absolutely.
And guys, not just Q Sports Live. There are plenty enough live streaming guys out there that are doing their thing, and tune in.
I mean, Q Sports Live obviously is the best one. But
Andrew.
Well, more so for the guest commentators, but
Right. It really has nothing to do with me, Ben, and Brian. It's all about our guests, for sure.
It's all about this pan tilt zoom camera as well.
PTZ,
I love that.
Yeah, it certainly opened up a different field of view and perspective on things.
So we have our buddy Oink back up at the table again.
Sorry, I missed that.
Our buddy Oink.
Yes.
It doesn't say Oink on the back of his shirt, but I'm not going to call him what it actually says.
That's right. Yeah, and I think, once you kind of move out of the novice ranks, and maybe Andrew may agree with me or not here, maybe this will be a little side road that we go down, but once you kind of move up through the ranks and you get to, I'll say, a high A-level player, low-level master player, you look at the difference between those guys and a pro player, and I don't think it's really has anything to do with shot-making ability. What it has to do with is mental stamina and consistency. Because there's not a shot out there that a pro can make that I can't make, but they do it more consistently than I do. It's a mental game at that point.
Also putting the time in as well. So
yeah.
Did
Nice
he get
little
it?
tickle.
Did he get it? Did he get it?
I think he might have it.
No, Is he
He's shaking his head.
Is he calling the bank? Did he call the bank? No.
I'm not sure. I think he's just going for it. hope your guests they're paid to be on the
No,
air.
no.
Oh, let me tell you, he's having to pay for it. He's got to sit beside me, so that's plenty of payment enough.
Oh, so
Push through.
he's got a little bit of draw going on that. Unfortunately, it
yeah.
didn't catch at all.
So on those type of shots, guys, those are ones you don't want to draw on
Yeah.
because you're going to end up sticking just like you did. You actually want to push through that shot.
So it looks to me like he's going to have to kick at this 8-ball.
Interesting shot here is if you call the kick, play it off the 6 into the left-hand side pocket.
Yeah, I think he'd have to play a little bit of
A little inside juice.
a little bit of inside, so I'm not sure if this is going to be the easiest shot for him. Oh, he hit that good, actually.
He did. Does he get a rail?
He actually did.
He did not get a rail. I don't think that one ball is sitting. I don't think the one hit.
Don't know. It looks frozen from where I'm sitting, but
I don't think the one got there.
I don't think his opponent was even paying attention or watching.
I would have to agree, so it's really irrelevant at this point.
Yeah, doesn't matter if it hit the rail or not.
Yeah. Nice little draw shape there to get onto the 3-ball.
He's still in tough with this run out, I think.
The cue ball did not hit the rail either.
Yes, the cue ball definitely did not hit the rail there. The question was the one. It might have settled on the rail, but it's tough to tell.
Yeah, I can't look down the barrel, or I'd let you know. But having ref eyes for 15 years, I don't think the one got there. The cue ball definitely didn't get there.
Yeah.
And neither did the 8.
Well, if you're talking about Grant, Kevin, he's definitely not springing for the beverages.
That's because I can count on one hand how many beverages I have in a 6-month period.
Well, I can't, so...
And my choice of beverages is Coca-Cola or coffee, one of the two.
Anybody out there listening who may or may not be at the venue, I commentate for Coors Light. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. And even looking at it right now, looking at that one ball live, it didn't get there. I'm gonna stand up. I need to take a look. I have to satisfy my curiosity.
I'm not sure if he bumped it though just now when he played the bank.
He didn't.
Yeah, I don't think it's frozen.
He did not get there.
Yeah.
But like I say, it's really irrelevant at this point. Until I go to Penticton, yeah. Penticton last year was a little bit of a abnormality for me where I tied it on.
Those were
not just one night, but I went back as a glutton for punishment for 3 times that weekend.
Oh, wow.
However, that will not be the case this year.
Just missed that. It looks like he's left another bank.
I like banking this back to the bottom left-hand corner. You'll send the cue ball up table, and if you hit this at pocket weight speed, you have the chance at taking over the pocket.
He's opted, however, for the safety.
He did.
And
I won't say never again that I wouldn't kind of tie one on in Penticton, but not this year. My liver is still recovering from last year.
Wow.
Well done.
And just like that, he bends down and spears the 8-ball in.
That's how it's done.
Like it was over the hole.
Yeah. Put it in the heart. The game's easy when you do it like that.
And it's funny watching novice players too, because even a shot like that, I would have taken my time. I would have looked at it. And these guys just almost no fear. He just bends down and spears it in.
Yeah. The panic isn't there. The fear's not there. The worry's not there.
They might not always take the shot that you or I would take, but it's funny. He just bends down, smashes in the 8, just like that.
Sometimes I wish I could still do that.
Exactly.
You just bend down and shoot. Put it in the heart of the pocket. The game gets easy that way.
So it looks like we're on game 14 and 15, and I'll get the score. I'll get the score updated for you guys since we are nearing the end here. However, I've been told that they're just about ready to. They might be mathematically impossible to win. Let me just update the score and figure this out here. 29 points behind with 3 games left.
They are 19 points behind with 3.
Sorry, 19 points behind. But I do believe the piston broke gentleman is up on the other table shooting.
Not sure what the score is in the Masters B final or B side. They are playing that match a few tables away from us. Our headsets do not reach that far.
It's not currently mathematically impossible.
Sometimes in this game, knowledge is definitely painful.
Absolutely, Larry.
I would have to agree with that. Yeah, knowledge can hurt you at some points.
When you are having fun, that is when the game is easy.
That's right. You're pretty much doing what they call free stroking.
Yes.
Which is what he did on that 8-ball. Just got up, free stroked it in. Puts it in the heart.
Do you guys have any practice methods that you use? Yeah.
I do, actually.
Play.
I have a few practice routines that I like to do.
Find the time to just practice.
Yeah, I don't know if I like mindless practice though. When I want to, it depends on what my intention is. If I just want to go out and hit balls, that's fine. But if I'm trying to work on something, if my stroke feels off or my feel feels off, I've got a few things that I do to kind of work on those things.
Yeah.
Masters final, who's playing?
We're
not sure
don't
yet.
Quite know yet.
We know who's in the hot seat. That is Barry's team. But we are waiting on the match between This Is Us and Come Get Some.
Yes.
That is your Masters B final. I don't necessarily do it before a tournament.
Practice methods before a tournament? No, because usually I mean, we all work full-time jobs, so
yeah.
I leave work and
I don't
head to the tournament.
I don't necessarily go to a tournament thinking I need to practice, 3 days before or what have you. I think with the level of play that perhaps Andrew and I and above will do is we kind of tune up when something doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Right. If I'm feeling good, I don't necessarily need to practice. I'll go out. I'll stroke a few balls prior to a match in a big tournament like this.
That's
maybe run a rack, but
that's pretty much all I did for this tournament was just put my cue together, hit a couple balls, and start the match.
Yeah. But if I feel like my stroke isn't quite there, or my weight is off, or my aiming is off, Then I've got a couple of routines that I like to kind of go through just to tune myself back into where I should be.
If I feel a little off, my routine is to just have a beer.
He goes to the bar.
And
that's his warm-up routine.
You know. All right. So.
Well, and it's this is gonna get a little funny. I have my own little saying, kind of mantra that I have for myself when I play, and I try to remind myself of that mantra, which is shoot each shot with absolute intention, only outdone by the focus required to execute it. That's kind of my pool mantra that I say to myself, along with kind of that routine if I'm feeling out of stroke or out of sorts or what have you. This weekend it didn't matter what the heck I did. I could have went and practiced 3 hours beforehand and playing with a head cold. It doesn't matter what I'm going to do.
I've played with a head cold. I got to tell you,
it's not fun.
It's not fun at all. Last year in Vegas, actually, I got really sick just before the team's event started, and I got to tell you, every time I bent over to shoot a shot, it felt like my head was going to explode.
Kevin, part of what we're going to do as Q Sports Live here to kind of touch on that a little bit is we'll go live with a few Q&A sessions. We've done one already that was well received, so we're going to do it again. And within those Q&As, that's when we're going to kind of get into a little bit more detail as to some specific shots that may be giving players trouble on this is how you can execute it, this is how you can accomplish the shot.
Look at wow. That might have just... That might have just finished it.
That might have done it.
Yep.
So
we'll do it.
Yeah. So to finish off my thought there, we will be going live with the Q&As where we'll get a little bit more into that. It's really tough to answer those type of questions and give you scenario-based or instruction when I can't have a camera focused on the table that I'm playing on and be mic'd up. So going to be certainly a little bit easier to do once.
Oh, look at me and my camera skills.
Andrew is impressing himself here. So once we do go live with those, certainly check on. Yeah.
So what I'll do here until is it best to focus on these two tables, or should I just focus in on the one?
No, I think both. That gives you the ladies' perspective. So we're going to throw up the ladies' match here, guys.
It is not exactly the best view, but
that is our PTZ camera.
Don't mind the score at the bottom.
Yeah, that is not reflective of the match you are currently watching. This is the Ladies Masters, I believe, finals.
Yes, and unfortunately, we don't have scores for you. They are playing a few tables away from us, so.
Yeah, he got all excited with his camera moving skills, but forgot to send it over. So he moved the camera. I sent it over for you guys.
I was trying to make sure it was perfect.
Yeah. Will we have the split screen on? I think is what Ben's asking. We will not, unfortunately. One of the Sony 4K cameras that we use for that is being a little bit ornery with us. We had to move our setup, and it didn't like being moved. So it's not actually giving us a live feed right now. And so we're having to use the PTZ camera, and it is not allowing us to do the split screen. So we will flip back and forth, kind of do it old school Q Sports Live. We'll do that for a little bit.
We work for beers, just letting you know. Have you actually tried with the PTZ camera being in the middle of these two tables here? Have you tried to kind of zoom out and get both tables in view, or does it not look very good?
It doesn't look good.
Yeah, okay.
It's actually it pulls too far back
Yeah.
for you to really see
Okay.
what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that.
Yeah.
Linda, unfortunately, I don't know the score in the ladies' game, and I don't have a 100-foot headset.
It actually just happened, Val. We moved the setup last night, and we got finished that at 3 o'clock this morning from bringing it out from the main room, and didn't realize that the camera did not want to be moved and was going to be cantankerous until this morning. So had I known that last night, I certainly would have said, hey, bring your camera up here. But wow. You guys couldn't see that, but the gentleman in the black shirt there on the match we were just playing just spanked in a corner bank like it had eyes.
Once the camera goes off, they start making unbelievable shots.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we have Marcia on the table 12 there. Looks like she's just getting ready to put this 2-ball in the side, trying to figure out if she wants to stop it or maybe roll forward a little bit. I'll see if maybe I can't run over actually and check the score on this side.
Sure.
Here.
Maybe get their team names. I'll put them in there too. No, Paul, we did have wireless headsets, but we found with the battery power required to do an event like this, we were going through batteries like they were going out of style. So we changed that to now wired headsets.
It is 99-77 for Marcia, Jody, Jana.
Do you know their team name?
No.
Let's do it this way.
And I believe there's, one was DR and one was ABC. And I believe there was 4 games left.
Ah, yes.
And it looks like Marcia got out on that table.
So this is... and then ABC. Do we know which game they're on?
I believe there was 4 games left. Oh, never mind. They are shaking hands.
It is over.
It is over.
So with that all being over, we will do a quick shutdown restart.
Do you want to do a quick shutdown? Or we could...
Well, we're not sure when the next match is up, but we can show the panorama of the room, maybe back it out a little bit.
And this match right here is the men's Masters semifinal.
Yeah.
They're playing even farther away, but...
So why don't we just leave this up? We'll do a quick shutdown restart before the finals.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea.
We will end up muting the microphone here, guys.
Yes.
We will leave the stream up and running. That is the Men's Masters B final on table 13, 14.
Tables 14 and 13,
Yeah. So we'll leave the stream up and running up until we go live with the Masters finals. And we'll do a quick shutdown restart before that happens. Up until then, guys, thanks for tuning in. And we will leave you with the stream running. Appreciate you tuning in. Alrighty, guys. So we are going to do a quick shutdown restart. We are getting ready for the men's masters finals, so don't go anywhere. We will be right back. If you haven't done so already, make sure you've gone onto the Q Sports Live Facebook page. Click the like button so you're notified as soon as we come back. Shouldn't take us long, 3 or 4 minutes. We'll be back up and running. We will see you then.